Condensation in lofts is a killer. Often no one knows it's there. Installing loft insulation without controlled ventilation will cause condensation, and if it's not dealt with, will quietly destroy the roof above your house and everything in it. The solution? lapVent, the only internally fitted, fully tested, fully patented, building regulation compliant ventilation system of its kind that lets your roof breathe. And what's more, lapVent can be fitted in minutes. Protect your health, loft and stored items and save future expense. Visit lapvent.co.uk.
Just completed the installation of 3 pairs of lapVents in this roof, and it's taken less than an hour. I'd like to explore condensation. If we hadn't fitted lapVents today, why would this roof have suffered condensation in the future?
The last barrier to rising moist warm air is the roof, and when this warmer air meets a cold surface, it'll just settle on it and change into water droplets.
Why wouldn't this vapour permeable membrane deal with it?
It does to a certain extent if it lands on the material itself, but over time it will never desiccate the structural timberwork of a roof, and plus it needs to have a dedicated positive airflow, which permeable membrane can't exactly give. So it's got to have a fresh airflow.
I believe the NHBC have picked up on this, and they've now changed their standards to reflect the need for extra ventilation in the roof.
Yeah, that's happened recently, and it's a very good move and a very astute move before any more damage is done. In many cases you won't even know that there's a problem. Where timber crosses timber as on the roof layout here, most probably the moisture laying behind there and slowly rotting away at timber.
So wouldn't necessarily see it straight away?
Oh no, and especially in a ridge tree, valleys, down into the eaves, there are many places where you'd never get at. Purlins, where you've got a purlin crossing a roof, where the timbers cross each other, you'll not necessarily ever find that until you actually strip the roof and find just what damage has been done over the years. You need a good, clean, fresh change of air.
If I build another house today, and it's NHBC warranted,
yeah,
I'll need to put additional high-level ventilation in the roof. What other forms of ventilation could I use other than lapVent?
Oh, there are several different products on the market, maybe up to 183 at my last count of external ones, which take on the colour of the roofing material itself, and they suit the whatever material, whether it's single lap roofing material, natural slate, stone, clay.
So all of those would be visible on the outside of the roof?
Oh, very much so, yeah.
Brian, we've now fitted 3 pairs of lapVents in this roof, so I'm confident this roof will now breathe adequately, but I'd like to explore condensation. Why does it occur? Why would I find condensation in this roof in particular?
Yeah, there's lots of things and lots of sources that cause condensation, but the reason it's so dangerous in loft spaces is because one thing, it's hidden, mainly out of view most of the time, but warm moist air will rise up through the building from all sources, kitchens, bathrooms, from the dogs, from people, and it rises up. Warm moist air will rise to the final barrier, which is the roof. Roofs now, although maybe they've got a permeable membrane, the more moist air will settle onto it and form into droplets, and obviously we've got to get rid of the cause.
Brian, we've just fitted 3 pairs of lapVents in this roof, and you've convinced me that I won't have a problem with condensation now. So we can see from our discussion so far that on all new build, where vapour permeable membrane would have been the option for roofing felt, there is going to be a need now for additional rooftop ventilation, and you've explained what the alternative methods are: either lapVent on the inside of the roof, easily fitted, or an external tile vent, or maybe even ridge ventilation. But what about areas where external tile vents are a real no-go?
It's particularly necessary in listed properties where they can't alter the shape or the material